Yo, now I feel better. Hi. Finished drinking the rest of my drink. Hi. What's on the screen? Water. Hi. Oh, I gotta get my face mask. I gotta get my face mask. A car's gonna pick me up. This is awesome. This is awesome. My face masks. My face mask. Well, when you gotta do work on a house, if I'm gonna keep my house, I'll use these for something. Come on, fucking face mask. This is, I don't want to wipe my makeup off, but I don't know. Man, I ain't a Muslim. Fuck these masks. I ain't no Muslim. Covering up. Hey, Eddie Ratigi. He's a skateboarder. He's a skateboarder. I gotta wipe the alcohol off. I had to put alcohol on me to wipe off the makeup. Rubbing alcohol. Because I don't drink. I'm drinking my... This is my soda. My pop. I'm from Ohio. My soda pop. Go ahead and laugh away, you fucking clown. I think comedy is not a clown. There are plenty of comedians who are not clowns. Pouring my drink, I'm pouring my soda into. I'm pouring my soda. Pouring in my soda. I had to shave my face. The video before this, I had a beard. That's why my face looked like not as in shape. Soda. 30s in the trash so you don't see what my soda was. Oh, yo, man. Yo, get your job. Yo. I ain't fucking around telling them anxiety words, man. Yo, one MC at the restaurant, what gonna do, man? Suck my thing. That's what we're gonna say. You know what the thing is? Well, we'll just tell you this tonight at Kabuki Restaurant. We'll tell you tonight what it is at Kabuki. A thing is a lollipop, man. It ain't no more than that. It ain't a body part. It ain't sucking on an arm or something like that, man. We ain't do damn weird for bad things. We're good, man. I tell you, he is good. And if you don't like it, then I'm telling you, man, don't say that around it. don't do that. I'm nice. I'm nice to black people. If that's a problem, the anxiety don't mean shit. It's from somebody who's a sinner and that don't like black people. Yay! I can go be whoever I feel like, a famous person in LA. Hi. Oh. No. Danica didn't respond about the $1 million thing. She hasn't responded yet. Come on, Danica. I'll try calling her. I'll try calling her right now. Come on, Danica. Come on down. You won $1 million. No. She doesn't have $1 million. That'd be a step up for her. That'd be a step up for her. She made a lot of money at YouTube, but she didn't keep a lot. She didn't save, and she didn't live beneath her means, and so she spent some money. She spent a lot of the money she made. So she's not a millionaire. She's not. I don't know how much money she made. Maybe $2 million, something like that on YouTube, or something. I don't know. But that takes many years to, a janitor may make $2 million in his lifetime. A janitor may make $2 million in his lifetime. You add it up, 28,000 a year. That's 100,000 every 4 years. For 40 years, $1 million. Janitor can make $1 million. I'm good on math. I'm cool. Oh, 1,000 there. No, she's got more than that, just in case. I think, probably. She bought a house. She has more than $1,000. A thousandaire. Yo, man, you gotta itch yourself sometimes before you do it in front of everyone at the restaurant. I took a shower. So, I don't have dirt on me. Hi. I feel happy. I'm going to call Danica one more time. Is she going to answer? Oh. A car's about to pick me up. You can get those cars. This is fun. This is fun. She didn't answer. I don't feel like thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know where I don't know where you live or anything like that. And you're married to somebody. You have to come with your husband. Then I have to be like, I am nice, do God's work and stuff like that. Well, she's not gonna work. She works. Oh, McDonald's. I get it. Trying to get the microphone here at the Kabuki restaurant. Everyone, I will be there tonight. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna get on a microphone. Unfortunately, unless there's a band playing, I might mosey my way up on there. Yo, man, yo. Yo, finally going out in public, man. Getting my makeup on. I put makeup on so my face looks good. I shaved all that beard off. I had a real beard. It was making it look like I had chipmunk chubby cheeks. In the video before this, it was like, hey, I'm fatter. It looked, I looked at the footage, I was like, what the fuck? Because it was a real beard, but from far away, it looked like I had like chubby, like I don't know. I didn't like the way it looked that much. But it was like, maybe I could pull off Chevy Chase or something like that. But the things I didn't know is those people, Chevy Chase was from one of the richest families in the United States or something like that. They had like billions of dollars or back then it was 300 million or something like that. They're a well-known rich family. But some famous people don't have any money. Some famous people didn't have any money. Oh, Rodney Dangerfield was like a shoe salesman. Rodney Dangerfield was like a shoe salesman to support his children until they all grew up. And then he became famous. I think that's right. But he tried to do stand-up and stuff here and there, but it didn't get as big as it. And then he got famous in the 80s. I didn't know Chevy Chase is a good drummer. I had no idea Chevy Chase is a good drummer. I know Steve Martin is a really good banjo player. I don't know. Here's one of my favorites, Chevy Chase. He happened to be one of the ones from a really rich family. Like a rich family. Yo, I'm actually gonna go out somewhere. There's a car that's gonna pick me up. The phone is filming. I better cover up my body. But I've got my body looking pretty good. I'm gonna take it off at the Kabuki restaurant and be like, yo! Nah. Yo, I'm strong. Kabuki, man. A plate of food. It'll cost you a Benjamin. No, it won't. If for many people there, and you're paying the bill for everybody, it's not that expensive. I looked on the Uber thing, and I'm getting a ride there, and it said $50. And then I was like, I looked at it more, and I was like, yeah, it had me going way to Bent Mountain and then to their pretend so they could keep $50. And I was like, I typed in the real stuff, and it was like $20. It was $20. They did something funny about it. But in Roanoke, they get paid really well. Ubers get paid better here than in Los Angeles. They have new looking cars. They get paid pretty well. And the but it's $22. Los Angeles doesn't get paid shit for their Ubers. They have these like poor people driving Ubers that can barely pay their bills. It's awful. It's awful. They have white guys, people from Mexico, the Middle East, white people, black people, different people. And there's one, I mean, I paid a guy $5.20 to get an Uber once in Los Angeles. This was in 2018. $5.20 to get an Uber. I don't know. And one, they're like driving so fast and they're constantly driving. And I said, and he said, I have to do this 20 hours a day. This is all that I do. And I was like, oh man, how awful. And so people get, I don't know. No, I can't say he didn't have to do that. And then he'll probably quit and get some other drivers making tons of money because he worked so hard. Maybe he'll make like $10 million or something. I've never worked 20 hours a day or 18 or however many hours a day he was working. He must make a lot of money or a bunch of money for him. I don't know. My jacket works, and I didn't have to spend any money on this to keep warm. Wow, that's good soda. That is good soda. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'd hate for them to only make that much money there on their Ubers. This one guy I was friends with, I don't know. I might go to Los Angeles because this is fun. I'm actually going out there tonight. My friend, man. Yo, my peers in Roanoke. My peers in Roanoke. I like my peers, but I want to add new peers. Or be with Danica. It's up to God. I hope it's good. But I'm going to try to find new people. Because I want my videos to go big. And I want somebody special who will help my videos go big. I think that's what maybe I need. Somebody special. Or to work so relentlessly at, I don't know. Maybe my videos will just go big. I don't know. I only have one, I don't know. Maybe I have a lot of big videos, I don't know. I have many videos with millions of views. I don't know. I don't know if I care, but it'd be kind of cool. Well, I want my wife and kids. I want Danica to love me again. Then we can talk about, but I'd like to go to Los Angeles kind of. And see, it was okay. It was okay for me to go in 2018 and I was like a glorified tourist. That was what was allowed when I went back there. I rode a double-decker tourist bus that gives the tour of the stars. And they picked me up at a hotel to bring me to Hollywood Boulevard where they're gonna get everyone else. and I rode in the middle of the tourist bus. It had no roof on it. Me, and I had a tank top on like this. I was doing 500 push-ups a day and looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of, but like, you know, I was really strong. I weighed 220 pounds or something. And I was on the double-decker tour bus, huge red bus, and there's no ceiling at the top of it. It was only me, and I was on like looking down on Hollywood Boulevard, thousands of tourists on either side, with me, just the entire bus driving, just me. And it was driving me, and I wanted to film it so I could show everybody, you know, this is amazing. And I got to experience it, but I don't give a fuck. I wanted to have it on camera so, you know, I can make enough views, get my films, get enough money back. So but I was like a tourist who, they were like, who is this big, powerful, and I had short hair, Arnold Schwarzenegger looking person who's like on a tour bus, an entire tour bus to myself. And then, yeah, it was like, I wanted to be in movie. I wanted to be acting in movies and be the actor and stuff, not a tourist who's, but maybe it's different than I ever thought. Maybe it's different than I had ever imagined. So I'm going to Kabuki tonight. I'm going to Kabuki restaurant. I found out how to work out a bunch of, well, you'd be surprised at how many workouts your body can do. About 1,000% what you think it can. About 1,000% of what you think it can. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. You can do workouts about 1,000%, 10 times as much as you think you can. You know, your body is capable of these amazing physical feats. Let me show you this guy who's 70 years old if there's time. Let me show you this guy who's 70 years old. He is good. 70-year-old bodybuilder, looks like a teenager. He's as healthy as a teenager. He's healthier than a teenager. He's way more athletic and looks like a teenager in his body. Look, you'd be surprised at this. Look at this. This guy is 70 years old. He's black. That's okay.
Let's go.
He is 70 years old.
70. He's a master. He's a master of the work. He's a master of the work. Damn.
Look at his body.
Just watch him be amazed. Watch him. Let's go. Watch him be amazed.
He's like a 14-year-old super athlete.
70. He's a master. He's a master of the work. He's a master of the work.
Look. How did he do that? He is 70 years old.
That's different.
He is I know he's 70 years old. He looks like a super athlete who's a teenager, who's 14. He kept light. He added muscle, as much muscle as he could for being light.
He's a master. He's a master of the work. He's a master of the work. Damn. Shit. Hey, yo.
It's a low angle. It's showing a low angle. See, his face looks actually. I'll play it again.
Back, y'all. Just watch. Just watch. Just watch him be amazed. Watch him. Ah, let's go. Watch him be amazed. 70. 70. He's a master. He's a master of the work. He's a master of the work. God damn. Shit. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Shit. All right, sir. Shit.
Yo, I'm 14. Yo. That's pretty. He looks like a super athlete. He's 70 years old. Look, people, he's 70.
This video is sponsored by Simple Safe.
That's pretty amazing. That's real. That is real. You can make your face look young too, man. That is real. It is possible, man. 70 years old, looks like a teenager. I showed my parents. That made them feel happy. You know, he happens to be black. Who cares? White, black, doesn't make a difference. He's 70 years old and he did that. Why does it feel like I'm burping up a cheeseburger? The last time I ate a cheeseburger was 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago. A while ago. A cheeseburger. Oh, I had cheese. I did have some food today. I had protein. Elderberry tonic. Elderberry tonic. When I was a teenager, my friend, we found elderberry tonic. Elderberry tonic. And it was it's kind of like an alcohol or something. These kids showed me alcohol when I was a teenager. And back then when I did it for the first time, it was like, wow. It was no, you know, I threw up or something. It was too strong. But they would do it. The popular kids are the ones who showed me. And they showed me that and weed. And I did it here and there. And I never did any hard drugs. I've never tried a hard drug. And I never want to. I never want to. I really never want to. And they end up making marijuana legal and alcohol is legal. But I wouldn't suggest it. I don't want my kids to do it. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I don't really want them to do it. I don't know. I'd have to, I don't know. Kids they can have some drinks at home, but I'd be afraid about the marijuana. I don't know how he'd react, and I don't do it anymore. I don't know. I got a thought like from an angel or something like that. Just leave it. Just don't say anything. You know, pretend that alcohol, marijuana, maybe my kids will do it. You know. And I'm thinking about why I got a thought about that, and it was probably because to say that what I'm doing tonight is not the right thing. Because to give somebody a warning, like my parents or something, like, you know, he might act like that's kind of cool for his kids. He might want to go do something that's kind of wrong and bad, so stop him from doing it. When I want to be famous and an actor, filmmaker for my actual work. But I'm just guessing that's why an angel or someone like that, I got the thought, leave it alone, pretend like I might get my kids might get high or do drugs. Not me personally, I don't give a fuck about that, but a woman, I kind of like that stuff. If a woman was one of those people that did that. Like when Drew Barrymore was younger, she did that, but she was a child. She was too small. But if there was like a woman who I'm in love with, and when she was a kid, she drank and stuff like that, and remembers that, like, you know, to try to be around people, socialize more because it was difficult for her, or for whatever reason she did something when she was a teenager. You know, maybe that'd be something that when I'm in love with someone like that, it'd be okay. And I can think about, like, pretend that we're like doing something like that. I don't know, but my wife, you know. And that's okay with me for that one wife forever, for all eternity. That's okay with me. I don't need anything more. And but my kids are my responsibility, and I go more to Danica, I guess. And I don't know if that's right, but God may have me marry someone else for all I know, but maybe not. Maybe I'm supposed to stay with Danica, but I can't change her mind. Where's the kabuki car? The Uber to go to see my parents. Then we can see my parents and my sister on her birthday. And if I don't film it in the live video, I'll try to film it in the live video all the way there. And then I'll film some of it, and I want to film some in really high quality, unless the restaurant has really good quality internet. And, not, because Trump talks like this. Because Trump talks like this. Because I am Trump. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Come on. Did you see what he did when that North Korean guy was coming and said instead of bombing all those women and children and innocent Koreans and shit, he made friends with them. And he was like, he's okay. He's good. Because Trump doesn't want to kill people like in those big Nazi awful shit ass ways. He doesn't want to kill him, but he's kind of a jerk. Hey, grab him by the pussy, stuff like that. I'm white. Yeah, so what? I'm white. My dick looks good. It looks better because it's white. Oh no, it turned white. You know, he's not. I think he's not as racist and mean. He's nowhere near as mean as some people can be who like go out there and they want to. Some really rednecky racist people, they want to burn black people, and they say shit like that's mean, that wants to hurt them. And I think Trump doesn't want to hurt their bodies. I think he doesn't want to do anything like that. You know, he's Christian. I think he's, you know, he messes up and he might be a big, powerful guy who tries to get everybody. You know, I don't know what he's like. I don't know what he's like. I don't know if he's good or bad, but maybe he's not as bad as we think. I'm supposed to be with Danica's. Right here. I don't know. I don't know if that's right or not. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Andre Latino. Jibber jabber. Jibber jabber. A child of the 80s, like billions of others. Nothing special about him. I know. Oh look, let's play guitar. I'm famous now. Like 1.2 billion other people. Like 3 billion other people who play guitar. Shit. It's making it hard to breathe. It's too hot in here. I gotta take a piss. Don't make me look fat for having a piss. I'm fucking strong, man. I'm strong. Shit. I don't have to piss. Yeah. Oh, I am strong. My thoughts. That's what goes on in my brain. I said it out loud. Let's say it all out loud this time. Insane. Other thoughts that come to mind. Break. Benjamin. Too late to tell you. I got a feel for you. A feeler. It'll break, it'll bend. Oh, shit! You're already too late. I got you right where I want you. Pills. These are the thoughts going through my mind. Chair will break. That's right. That's the thing he's gonna break, not me. Not. I can't say it. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want my body to be hurt. Fuck you. Someone else said to me, quotes on it, you said to me, my thoughts. These are the thoughts going on in my brain. Trying to do some shit to my ass. These are thoughts, just thoughts. I ain't crazy. Insane you are. What else is it? Greasiest motherfucker ever lived. You're already a star. You're a star. You've fallen. Shit! How would a star fall? At least it's not an angel that fell. We're on to you. They're on to me, like I wasn't on to them. The thoughts. Who's them? I don't know. Thoughts. These are thoughts that are going on in my mind. It'll break, I tell you. Right to it. His dog. Thought about his dog. Not the words of it, but it thought about his dog. Man's dog, neighbor. Doing something to their own ass. On their own ass. Too late to tell you. Wait, a little too late, way too late to tell you. A little too late, way too late to tell you. rock star, over and done with the hill. Way too late. You listened to it. Listen to them. Brian Blunt, my friend, laughing without doing weed. He didn't do any weed. Those are the thoughts going on in my mind right then. No, I don't play any video games usually. Well, I play them with my kids. I used to play Sims. I played a bunch of other ones. As I'm talking to this person right here, they're saying it'll come down. The thoughts in my brain are saying that. Because it's thoughts. It's not hearing voices. It'll come down as I'm saying, things that video games I used to play. I play with my kids video games, but I don't know. Sometimes I play video games with my kids because there's some game I played with them. I'm going to stop telling you the thoughts going on in my brain. I don't want to think about that. That's a little too much. You want it gone? You'll get your lunch. Lurch. Just doing something to my own ass. That was my mom calling on the other end of the line. Where's the Uber? I got it a long time ago. Where's the Uber? Hi. Oh, I get it. I get it. My mom texted me on the other line. They said, that was never for my glory in any way that I got to enjoy, other than my father getting to enjoy it. And God getting all the glory, of course. All the glory goes to God. I should have known that. Shouldn't be thinking in a sinful, stupid way. But my father, I'm trying to think of how to word this. He was always the one who got to feel like the leader of the show, like his business way. Not the creative leader, like a director or an artist or an actor or a musician or a singer or a writer, which is me. But a business leader. And his father, I don't know. But he's at Kabuki Restaurant. He's the biggest, best one. He's got the most money. He's always had the most money of anyone we know in our close circle. And I'm thinking about leaving to Los Angeles. Leaving to Los Angeles and doing the things my way. And he thinks that's gay. He thinks that's gay. He thinks that means gay. You know what I think that means? I've never been gay. I never liked it on my own ass. Are you trying to fuck me? You're the gay one. You're the closet homo. So don't push your bullshit on me. I don't want to live in the same town as that fucking guy. I don't want to live in the same town as him. Other than this is a really special house in a really special neighborhood. And him and my mom, somehow, because my mom is my dad's equal, my mom wanted me to live here. She wants to keep me around, hidden away at these houses all these years. Then she wants to help me fornicate to go against my wife and children, to try to mess up the love that I had, because she doesn't want my wife to be first. And I don't want to be a part of it. I want my wife. I've been celibate for hoping for my wife again now that I found God and Jesus more than ever. But my parents raised me on God and Jesus. My parents raised me on God and Jesus. Maybe I was supposed to stay meek. Maybe I was supposed to stay meek for them. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. Just 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was working relentlessly on their kind of work on this house. Then I lost weight. I got in better shape. Less than 2 weeks, I got in better shape. I did not want to have to do it again. It's already been, I don't know. But that's okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm way more than I think. Look at me. Look at me. I'm like a A-list actor, movie star looking kind of person, kind of. Pretty much. There's nobody in here. This is not a hickey. I've not gotten to have sex in many years. Waited for my wife. If she's still my wife, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I got this house pretty good. I had to work and work and work on this house. Well, I didn't have to do that much. Maybe some days of working, work, and work. That'd be 3 jobs. There was like one day when I worked 24 hours straight. I didn't do that on any of my films. But I didn't have to do that very often on this house. There were 8 months there. They want to say 8 months, any amount of time that you mention is jail. Oh, it's so great. You have it so good already. You have it so good already. You got to be the famous person that my Uncle Lou didn't get to be. Right? No. Right? Wrong? No. Yeah. No. You got to be popular around family. Did I get to be popular around family? Or did I have to keep my mouth shut and let my mom and dad be the popular ones? Or my dad, but my mom, I love my mom. There's nothing that I would ever do to hurt my mom or my dad. My dad is like thank God he's not that bad. He's not that bad of a person. He's not like a tortured soul, you know? This other guy, on Danica's side of the family, ghosts, aliens, evil spirits, torment, horror, you know, the way he had to live, you know, that's scary. My dad never had any of that. Even he went through Vietnam and served in the military. He was never that bad. He was afraid in Vietnam. He probably didn't shoot anyone. But he wasn't, you know, the other guy, like, he scared me for the first 14 or 12 years, or however, anytime somebody mentions years, months, it's supposed to be throw somebody in jail for those many years. You know, he frightened me until he had an effect on somewhat getting me to sin more. That was bad, you know. That's bad. That's bad. And then I found God and Jesus again after I was more. So I got kind again. I got good again. I'm pretty good. Now I'm calmed down. I'm calmed down. But I hope that guy's okay. I don't know. I can't judge him, but like, I don't know what he's really like. But he's tortured. His mom was killed. Or killed herself. Whoever caused her to kill herself. You know? Kill yourself. You know, that kind of thing. That was his... Someone in their families, you know... I just don't like it. I never knew that in Roanoke. I never knew that around my parents. My parents were good. They raised me with God and Jesus. You know, there was like another kind of sin that I was introduced to. You know, good old cough, and you just coughed to pretend you're clearing your throat, but you told another human being with, you know, I can't say that kind of thing. I can't say that kind of thing. I don't know if he did that or not. It's good to be kind. And to itch. So I was supposed to go to Kabuki, but the Uber didn't show up yet. Maybe it'll show up. I was supposed to go to Kabuki restaurant. You know, restaurants were never my thing. Unless I was inebriated. Or, you know, and that never happened. I never imagined being inebriated at a restaurant, you know. But I might, when I was a teenager, or 20, or 18, my friends went to Dunkin' Donuts. They used to go out. It was like so free, but it was so, not free, but it was, there was like, there was nothing, back then it was late at night, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., anytime, 1 a.m., 12, 11, you could go to Waffle House, or not that in particular, Dunkin' Donuts. My friend Chris Hofer went in there and he like put on some crazy outfit, and I filmed him in like 1998 or something, or 2001, and he put on some weird clothes and he poured boiling hot coffee on his arm and like, yeah, got on the floor and stuff in Dunkin' Donuts. We could do that kind of thing, you know, here and there. But he did not want to pursue entertainment as a career. You know, I started a band with him at one time. I got him in my short films. I got him in one or two of my short films and stuff. And I started a band with him, and we showed up at the event to play, and he would not get on stage. He thought we hadn't rehearsed enough, and he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't actually do it. You know, it doesn't have to be ideal. You work at it and do it. And he I just can't imagine. So I had to keep doing it anyway. But he did something else. He did this Evel Knievel stunt bike stuff, like down like 30 stairs on a bike. And he tried to do that, and he tried to go out to California too when I was in California, but he went south of Los Angeles. I was just at school, honoring my parents, going to school. and he went to where they did that kind of stuff, motocross and biking. He went to Orange, California, and Long Beach and places like that, where I was like, well, you know, my film school was near there. That's about it. But I was more like Los Angeles. I liked Los Angeles, and he went south of there where they have the motocross, and they have different things there like skateboarding and stuff like that. So he went for that, and then he went back home, and he did a little bit more, and he hurt his arm. He hurt his arm doing a huge jump where no one could see. He thought he was like cool, he could do anything almost, and no one could see him on a mountain somewhere. And he hurt his arm really bad and had to walk with it broken and stuff. And now I got a surgery, and I think he can strengthen it. So I've been trying to help him strengthen his muscle, like almost as a personal trainer, someone who can help him get stronger. And his dad wanted him to work at some business like Allstate or something like that. One of those jobs where he worked his way up the career ladder and made a bunch of money in the same way his dad did, or something like that. And it's not bad. He has all the things he'd want. He has four-wheelers, dirt bikes. He has this land he can drive around. He has a nice house. He has a really nice house. He has like many good cars, okay cars, and you know, he honored his parents instead, and he honors his wife. Thank God he honors his wife first. And and I honored my wife first, and something went wrong, and I don't know what happened, and I don't want to go back to my parents alone. That had going back to my parents by itself or alone or whatever that is has been the love I got from my parents is at the most 40%, usually 10 to 20% of the love I had with my wife and kids. That was amazing. That was the first time in my life I felt confident about my appearance. I felt happy. I felt good. I felt good with my wife. But then the movie stuff didn't happen, and I was living in a small town and working as a real estate agent, having to dress in a suit. These people talk like this. You want to sell it for this much amount, and you'll get, you get $4,000, $2,000, or $8,000, and some of them made more money, some of them didn't talk that way, but they kind of talk that way, and but and I didn't know it was like a small town, and they talked that way. I thought it was, be famous, I thought I'd be famous already in Los Angeles for my as a director and writer of the things that I worked at since I moved in '97 when I was only 19. I had to kind of leave town because my friends were looking down on me, and I felt happier there in Los Angeles. I felt good there. I liked Los Angeles, and I did videos for the first time. I was like, hey, I liked it. Well, I had done videos when I was younger, but I did like a video class, and I liked it, and I was like, that's what I want to do. So I went there, and then after I got into schools and whatever, I met Danica. And then I was finally okay. But when I first went there, it was awesome. I thought I loved it. I thought I liked it, but it's wrong to love things. And I went there, and then when I moved back, I came home after the summer course at this school that was like for teenagers, and I went back, and to move in with the other roommates, but I didn't get into the school because it was like too expensive. I didn't want my parents to pay the private school tuition of that one, and so I didn't go to a school, and I went back, and I was living in this one room in their condo with other kids who went to that school, and I can't even tell you what happened. I have not told anyone yet, and I had to use my lawn mowing money to try to change myself, and it was looking at horrors done to me awake. It was really difficult, and I tried to change stuff, and I had to then live in a really poor hotel. It was bad feeling, and poor, really poor. It was I couldn't even afford the regular dollar bread. I had to go to the Mexican grocery store and get the 60 cents bread. It was pretty bad, but my rent wasn't that cheap. It was $300 or $350 a month, so it wasn't that bad, or $300 a month. But I got by on like less than $1,000 a month, like $800 a month or something like that. But when I first got there, I tried to really work on my appearance. I thought I didn't look good enough because they kept making fun of me, but I guess it was because I didn't get into the school. I didn't know why, or I didn't apply to the school because I don't know why. And then I was already worried about my appearance, like it wasn't good enough. So I got really skinny. I weighed like 80 pounds less than I do now, or something like that. I weighed like 130. I got really skinny. I got like a 28-inch waist. I got a 28-inch waist. I looked just like the thing that I tried to the person I tried to look like was Keanu Reeves in the Matrix. Keanu Reeves in the Matrix, that skinny body. And I did that. And it was by starvation. It was by fasting. I would eat one can of Ensure, I think, a day, or a fruit and another fruit, or a fruit. I don't know what it was. It was not much. And I got very skinny. I got really skinny. And I did wear makeup, but it was to cover up another thing that happened to my face. It was like a horror that I had to be awake while it was being done to me because I didn't have enough money. It was bad. It was bad feeling, and no one knew about it. I couldn't tell anyone because I didn't want them to know. So it was all on my own. I had to go out to Los Angeles all on my own and try to make it and make it. And so it was in the 90s. It was like 97, and I was 19 when I got there. I was 19 when that thing happened, and it was like, and then I showed up at these, I don't know. Then I didn't get accepted to the film school or anything like that. And UCLA Film School, they said you could just show up and try to get in. So I tried to just show up and start hanging out there. I thought they'd let me in the classes. and I just walked in, and one of it was a big lecture, and I put sunglasses on and makeup to cover up the thing that happened to my face. And everyone noticed me. They thought, like, what is he doing? Like, I was so different. I was so different from everyone there because I had a little bit of makeup on, which was back then not normal, and I had sunglasses to cover up something that happened, and it was like I had to walk up to the front of the class and tell them something and do something, and they were like, "Who is this person?" Everybody laughed. and it was at UCLA Film School. I just walked in and showed up and tried to get in when I was a teenager. And I worked as a production assistant. You could go to work as a production assistant on movie sets, but they didn't pay you any money. They just gave you food. When you showed up, I think they didn't pay me. At first, they didn't pay me any money as a production assistant, but they pay sometimes. Sometimes they pay. And and so they paid me with food. They had really good food, but then I moved into this cheap place downtown that was $300 a month, and it didn't have a bathroom, and it had a bathroom in the hall, but it was above Al's Bar where the Misfits played, and they had an album that said Al's Bar. And so I wanted to live there, and so I got to live there, and I play my drums really loud, and everyone could hear it. I had these cheap drums. And I'd play it, and everyone could hear it, and they were like, "Oh, you're the one who plays. You're the guy who plays drums, hey." And this girl who was signed by, or she was the writer for Flipside Records. I hate to say that, or some thing. Her name was Toast. She was this small lady who was older, aging, and she was in a band, and I couldn't go to the shows in Al's Bar because I was only 20 years old, and but you had to be 21 to get in, and it was so alone, and I don't know what came of it, and it didn't feel that great in Los Angeles once I moved there. When I first went there, it was amazing. I got to make videos. I got to be in the videos. It was like, wow. And then when I moved there, it was difficult. I knew some acquaintances and stuff, but no one really close. And finally, I met Danica. Then everything was okay. Everything was okay. We lived in the same apartment. She had cats and guinea pigs in cages. And I was a lot younger. I didn't wear any makeup. And I looked like my regular self again. And I had, however I looked normal. And she liked me. She was attractive, and she was 22 or 23, and I was 21 or 22. I was 20 when I first met her. I think I was 21 and she was 22, but I don't know. She might have been 23. It was I didn't really get to even have all the way sex with her for like 4 years of living with her. And she never really let me do some things. And, and when she got there, I don't know. And so we fell in love. We got along. God put us together. God put us together. We were in editing class. And they said, choose an editing partner. And everyone chose, and they chose the different partners. And I was afraid because I thought I didn't look good enough. I thought I looked awful. How could any girl want to even touch me or anything? So at the very end, it was down to 4 people. Me, Danica, this other blonde guy who was like quiet and kind of like I don't know. He was like he looked like a jock. He was strong, way strong. I was skinny, and or you know, I thought I was skinny, but I thought my stomach was fat, and I thought I didn't know, and so, but he looked like a jock, like the popular jock, but he didn't play any sports, and he was quiet and. But he still liked being a jerk, kind of to like people he thought were nerds. And there's this other kid who was a nerd, and and instead of choosing Danica, he didn't want Danica. He chose the nerd. Or he wasn't really a nerd. He was like a skinny guy, regular guy. He made some films and stuff, and he and he was okay, and me and Danica were the last two, and the teacher made us be together. So I was afraid. I had insecurity, and she thought I was cute. She thought I was cute because I had sideburns. I had these cool sideburns, and like I was that cool. And I'd ask questions sometimes and try to act like I was cool. And she saw the way I looked, like when I shaved my face really close, and it was like I had those cool sideburns, and I tried to act cool, and she liked me. She had a crush on me, and so so the teacher made us be together. Like I was afraid to open my mouth or say anything to any female because I thought I looked so awful. Like the little stuff on me was so like what, and like now, who cares? You know, I look good. I'm pretty cool. I scratch myself here. Who gives a fuck? I'm good looking. Like I learned that later, and yeah, it took later until, but then I thought I was like, oh, damn, and so the teacher put us together, and we were in a little room editing for long hours next to each other in a little room. And I had to do this because we had a small bed too when we lived together, and I had to live on the side of it. I had to stay on the side of it and we shared a little bed, and one day I thought I want to have a king size bed one day, and then we got one, but it was like. And I like being with her. I would like to go back to that small bed. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'd like to be in that small bed with her. And so we got to be together. She fell in love with me. I fell in love with her. Oh well, I looked at her. There are things about her that I was attracted to with a female. It was like something I was attracted to about her, and that she did films. And she's not like other people as much. And so somehow, well, she wanted to, her film was chosen as one of the 3 best at the school or in our class for the end of the year screening. There are 3 of them, and mine was one of them too. Somehow mine got chosen, but they wouldn't let me in their film department, and I had to do screenwriting, and then eventually I got into my MFA school. It took like a while to get in there, but she got in because the professor thought she was cool or something, and let her in the film department. She got to make films at the school, but her Super 8 film. This is early on. We only did Super 8 films and video, and it was chosen as one of the best end of the year screenings for our class, and I was like, wow, that was when I found out that I knew I was really attracted to her. That and sexual and physically I was attracted to her. And I don't know about the rest of it, but God knows, and God wanted us together for some reason. Those are but God put us together, and somehow, but it was that she had the same dream as I did, or she was good at films. She was actually really good at them and made good films and worked hard at it and was good and knew how to edit and make the films, and she was in the films, but I don't know if I knew about that as much back then. I wanted to do the filmmaking. I had too much insecurity about my appearance, but that was what I really liked to do. I just didn't know how to say it as much, because no one in my family had ever done it. No one in my family had ever done it that much, besides my uncle, who did it for a while growing up, and then they stopped him, and then he didn't get to actually be an A-lister or a rock star or something like that, and that turned into something gay. It's something on the backside to do that. I don't understand why, but it's just something that makes me happy. I don't even give a fuck that much anymore about what but it's something that I kind of, if I'm gonna have to work that hard at stuff all the time, every waking minute, like Ozzy talks like this, whatever the fuck he says, like I almost rather talk like fucking. I wouldn't rather talk like Ozzy. I'd rather be with Danica, but I don't know if that's possible. I don't know what's gonna happen, but the work thing is different from being with my family. Being with my family is being kind to them and being okay, and we understand that stuff together. We all understand that. But not just the career stuff, but like we understand one another. Whether or not it happens, we've got one another, and we're okay. And so that's the best. And but here and there, I think I've got to make the stuff happen, and so I don't have to work at something else after all how hard I worked at this stuff. Somebody like Ozzy worked really hard. I just happened to hear that in a thing. But he broke up with his wife. Everyone knows he broke up with his wife. Ozzy Osbourne broke up with his wife. Everyone knows. Everyone knows that Ozzy Osbourne broke up with his wife. It's awful. Why would he want to have sex with the maid or some other woman or something like that? If he had sex with who cares? His wife's good enough. You're supposed to believe in her being the most beautiful one, the best one, the best. And it's okay. It says in the Bible that's okay to do. So that's what I want to do with Danica. Stand up for her being the best, most beautiful, and trust one another and be together. And even when there's somebody who's 18 or 20 or something like that, 18 or whatever, and I saw them next to each other, and Danica really looked her age, and the other person just kept being 18, looking with no problems on her face. and I was like, gosh, it's hard. It was hard for me to. I didn't know what to do about that, and it was like, it sucked. That sucked, and I had to but she worked, somehow. I don't care. I don't care. I want to be with her anyway. I'd rather be with her anyway. I don't care what the other person does. What would they tell me that everything they do? I want to be a nurse. Oh, yeah. I don't care. Say like they want to be a famous person. I want to be a famous person. My dad has $8 billion. Oh shit, you're terrifying. Go be an Illuminati. Get away from me. I want to be I want to be with Danica. Or what would they say? It's not going to be the same as I had with Danica and the kids. or have with Danica and the kids. Maybe we can be together. It's up to God. It's been so many years by myself. But I don't know what's going to happen. But, like, you know, I got to go. I got to use the bathroom. I'm going to go. I got to use the bathroom. Okay, this is John Birmingham. I put makeup on. I got all ready. I got an Uber to come and pick me up. And it didn't show up. And I didn't get to go to my... Well, who cares? Who cares? They didn't want me to go anyway. So God had it this way, I guess. But I could keep writing to him. I might try to keep writing to the Uber. So I'm going to go. Okay, bye. Yo, motherfucker. Yo, out the asshole, 72 years old, shit it out, skinny man. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. Click like in the video. Dear God and Jesus, be with us on earth. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. I love Rowan. I'm an Ayla, their mom. I'm gonna go. I gotta pee. I gotta pee in the bathroom. I gotta pee in the potty. Bye. Wait, see who the comment is. Oh no, was that? Yes, no, yeah. 10 hot dudes spreading against the wall, buck naked dudes. Hey dudes, spreading against the wall, buck naked. Asshole dude. A woman's asshole, not mine. I'm the straight one in the line. Get me out of the lineup for the gay dudes. Okay. Okay. No.